What I want you to understand is that the enemy has put his sight on you, okay? In his world, you will always see this symbol and this symbol. Always. This particular symbol, I want you to pay close attention to what Allah is sharing with you today. Okay? Now, the enemy always has his eye on you, brother. Why? Because you're a star. You're absolutely a star. You were born that way. You are electromagnetic. Just like one of the fundamental forces out there in the universe. That's all up in your being. Electromagnectivity. If those are some words, but you know what I'm saying. But that's just one reason the enemy has his eye on you. Okay? The second reason he has his eye on you is because he, he wants to give you what they call the evil eye. Evil eye, sis. Yes, the evil eye. And let me share with you why. It's evil, okay? It's predatorial. Now let's get into that. He's looking at you with a certain amount of power, okay? He looks at you and, oh, this is where this comes in. Okay? Now, he's not just looking at you with physical eyes. He's looking at you with this eye, his spiritual eye. One eye. This is why you see this symbol so much in his kingdom. Now, he's looking at you, your mental processes and your spiritual processes, and of course your physical processes. He knows that he is going to be the cause that produces the effect on you. Let's look at this. Now, here you are, the star. Huh? 9 times out of 10, you come into his circle, right? At that point, you're looking for actually this, the money, the contract, the record deal, the record deal. We're talking about you young brothers and sisters that's entering into hip hop. But I want you to understand that that is a slippery slope. Remember how we talked about in the beginning of this video that we have to go to war with the darkness that is on the inside of us. Okay? Just like Allah went to war with the darkness there in the beginning of creation. Okay? We have to go to war with the darkness within us. The enemy knows this. He knows you young and impressionable, just like Eve was. She was a child in the mind, so to speak. But her innocence was lost. And look at how it happened. You come into the enemy's circle, he's definitely going to offer you the 360 deal. Huh? 360s. But look at the star. Your head is pointed to heaven always. This is how you were created. But when you come into his circle, it's a slippery slope for this kind of thing. Okay? Follow me with your mind. This straight line going up and down. This is indicative of you. Okay? And this S, this crooked letter here, this is indicative of the enemy. When you come into his world, you have approached a slippery slope. Okay? Because he absolutely is going to attack your mental processes, your spiritual processes. Huh? He's going to get that party started. Now look at what happens, brother. He begins to turn you at least 360 degrees is his cause. He at least want to get you here. Huh? So now that you got horns pointing towards heaven, you pretty much look like a goat. Now, a goat in the Bible is symbolic language for a mischief maker, a blood shedder. All right? So, his aim is to get you to this point. Okay? But along the way, while you making the deal, he has attacked your mental processes, your spiritual processes, and naturally you are in the physical processes. So the attack happened 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. We know that the number 3 is the number of trial. So he's going to trap you just like he tried Eve and Jesus. Understand this. Okay? Now look. You come in, a young hip hop star. You're a male. I want you to think of this right here as a phallus. Okay? Your genital organ. It goes up and protrudes out. Is that right? But when you come into the enemy's world, he says, okay, while you stepped up here, I want you to put on perhaps some pantyhose or perhaps a dress, anything but other than what you are. Okay? These things happen. So he's attacking, like I said, your mental and your spiritual along this journey of you becoming a hip hop star. All right? And not only that, brother, there's betrayal involved. I'm afraid. Okay? Not only will he ask you to do certain things, forget your own sexuality, your identity, who you are as a man. He'll put you against your brother or you against your sister and ask you to do things to harm them or to cause harm to them so that you can move up in his world. Okay, these things happen. Okay, and you need to be aware of how they happen. Now, let's go back here. All right, so we say your physical, your spiritual, and your mental processes are under attack and being tried at this time process of you becoming a hip hop star. Now, we're not knocking hip hop. We're knocking what happens to you when you get in it, okay? So that's one evil eye to the third power. He hit you 3 times. Just like he hit Jesus. And look at there. Look at that mouth. One eye to the third power. Hit you 3 times with it. And that give you, what that look like? 13. Unlucky number 13. Will you look at that? And why is it so unlucky? It'd be so unlucky for you because he has aimed to change your heart, change your mind. You ain't got the same heart. If he can get you to put on a dress or some pantyhose, he can get you to do more. Oh, don't think he's going to stop there. Oh, no. It's not going to end there. But it will not end well for you. All right? So he gets you to change your mind, change your heart, hit you with a 360 deal. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure you can. Right? Hit you with a 360 deal. Here's your contract right here. Look at that. This is what got the fish. Now look at the fish. But 9 times out of 10, more than likely, the contract builds him up and tears you down. He gets the most. You get the least. It's pretty much how it goes. And then on top of that, it binds you. You're bound to it. Okay, you have to spend a ridiculous amount of money to get out of the contract or pay lawyers. You know what I'm saying, especially y'all who are in this business. These young brothers coming up, like I say, they have the mind of a child in this world, you understand. And this is why Allah said this is over. This is going to stop, all this killing, these young brothers. Older brothers have been dying too, don't get me wrong. But these young brothers and young sisters coming into the enemy's world, Allah wants you to absolutely understand what is happening to you, why it's happening to you, and what you can do about it. Okay? Think about what I said at the beginning of this video. Information, which is knowledge. This is wisdom. Information, application, dedication. Okay? Not only do we have to know the law, we have to know how to apply the law. Okay? It's very, very important. So, yeah, let's look at why our young brothers are dying. Now, I'm on your bumper. Okay? I'm your sister. I'm on your bumper because You're my brother. I love you. You're either my husband or you're my to-be husband or you're my little brother or you're my big brother or you might be more like a father figure. You might be a vet in the game, you know? But either way, this is not a good look for the family when these things happen. I want you to think about what our future is like if our young males are to accept putting on dresses. Hmm? What is the future looking like for us when the enemy gets you into his world, turn you out, bind you up, change your heart, and then now you got a new religion? This, I want you to see the cause. This is the cause. Hmm? But look at the effect. And why our young brothers are dying at such a rate. Spiritual death is the effect. There's no getting around that. We're absolutely destroyed without Allah. This is a fact. Get this predatorial eye. Like in the book of Isaiah, he said the enemy spins the spider's web. He already got a trap laid for you, if you understand this. What is it looking like for us as a black nation if this is all we know how to do? Is wind up in this state? Because this has been happening this year too many times. So many times. It's piercing my soul at this point. And I have to share these things with you. Not just because I love you and I'm tired of seeing it, but this is Allah's order. He wants justice for you and for us. And we have to be the ones that fight these type of attacks. We have to be aware of these type of attacks and what they are and what they mean. Now, if you look at the fish here, okay, I want you to think about Jesus and how Jesus was a fisher of men. He brought men to the Father, right? But the enemy is a fisher too, okay? With the evil eye. He wants you in this state, okay? And I put a little X here on the fish's eye. I don't know if you can see that. But fish, they are to be in a endless, abundant ocean. Just roam everywhere. The only reason they would be caught up in a net is that somebody is planning to catch them and eat them or put them on display or whatever they're going to do to them. But the fish should naturally be out there swimming in the ocean. So this winds up being your state. And because you have changed your heart, your eye becomes that of a predator. You looking at your brother or you looking at your sister with this same mentality, okay? What you need to understand is that the enemy perceives you as himself. He knows that he is a beast. Do you understand me? But he tells the world that we are a beast, that we are 3/5 of a human being, and we are to be looked at as something non-human. This is why that he can look at you with the evil eye and do these kinds of things to you without a conscience, because he don't see you as Allah sees you, as a beautiful creation. A human, not a beast. Understand that. Understand that. All right? And like I said, I'm on your bumper. You know, you absolutely electromagnetic. You're a star. And you're something fine too. And we can't just let this happen to the family. And what I'm saying to you is, we have to do something about this. This has to stop. All right? Enough already. How many more brothers do we have to lose before we get the game that's being played here? Huh? And speaking of bondage and being bound, what else does that look like? Huh? What good is it you having, I don't know, hundreds of millions of billions of dollars and your mind is gone? You have changed your heart. You have a predatorial eye now. This is a master grip that is put on us. But it's okay, because Allah has the master key. He knows how to release you from these kinds of things. All right? But we have to be willing to accept the key when he handed it to us. Not just take the key and hold it, but use it to unlock and free ourselves and our minds and our babies. Okay? We have a future to build. Okay? We are Father's children, and he's absolutely coming for us. But more than that, he's coming for those who have decided to lay this trap for you and I. Okay? This kind of activity is happening all over the planet. It's not just happening here in America. This game is being played all over the 7 continents. Understand that. Okay? And understand this as well. Allah, Master W. Fard Muhammad, revealed these things to us, these truths to us, which the enemy cannot defeat. Okay? They, when I say they, the synagogue of Satan, all on the 7 continents here on earth, they will mourn his coming. It is written in Matthew, the 24th chapter, verse 30, that there will be signs of the coming of the Son of Man. And that when he get ready to pull up, the nations of the earth will mourn his coming. Mourn his coming, meaning they not going to be happy about him pulling up. And why will they mourn his coming? Because they have turned on him and his children. You get in this world, we get in this world, because it's not just about, this world and this little plot plan that's been laid out for our hip-hop brothers and sisters that want to be in Hollywood, wherever you want to be. You have to know the mind of the enemy and see it, because he's all over the planet, is what we want you to understand.